Hey everybody, it's Emily from Schooling, and today I'm going to do a What's in Our April Morning Basket video. If you've been following my channel, you know we do morning basket time in the mornings with my now 8-year-old, and so I'm just going to show you what we have on deck for this month. So I'm going to start with the read aloud, and we've been reading the Zoe and Sassafras series. We finished the first book a couple weeks ago, or last week rather, at the end of March, and so we're starting the second book this week. It's adorable. I highly recommend this. These are like easy reader type chapter books, but they read aloud well because they're well written, so you can read them aloud and it doesn't feel stilted like the Magic Treehouse series does. And they're really cool. The main character is a person of color, which is amazing. You don't see that very often as a main protagonist in a picture book or storybook for children. And these also use the scientific method. It's fantasy but with real science, so she's finding these magical creatures, but she's using the scientific method and experimentation to figure out how to help them. So it's really cute, really well done. There's a lot of rabbit trails you can go down when you're reading these, so I'm enjoying them. So highly recommend Zoe and Sassafras. We are still getting through history, so we're using Story of the World and the Usborne History Encyclopedia to finish out Ancients. We've been in the ancient world for what feels like eternity. I think this is our second year studying Ancients, so I am very much ready to be done. We're in Rome, finally. So I feel like there's a light at the end of this tunnel. My intention this year was to kind of rush through the rest of Ancients and cover Middle Ages, and that did not happen. We are still in Ancients, but it's almost done. We're almost done. It's gonna happen. So we're finishing up the Rome section in Story of the World, and we're ready. We're ready to move on. My daughter has been asking a ton of questions lately about her body and how it works. And so I decided this seems like the perfect time to do a unit on the human body. So I grabbed this at our library, David McCulley's The Way We Work, and it's a little bit over her head, but there's so much good information, and the pictures are glorious. Like, they're so beautiful. The pictures in this are amazing. Like, David McCulley's artwork is stunning. So I mainly wanted it for that because my daughter is a bit of an artist, so I thought the artwork in this would inspire her. So we're reading that, and I got her my first human body book, which is basically a coloring book, but the pictures are pretty detailed, and I thought she might enjoy, if not coloring it, just, tracing it or drawing her own pictures inspired by these, and so we'll see how she uses it. Also at the library, I picked up the book You Are Weird, Your Body's Peculiar Parts and Funny Functions by Diane Swanson, and it just sounded like a book she would enjoy. It's all about weird things your body does. And the pictures are kind of silly. She may or may not enjoy it. I don't know. We're going to find out. I already owned 2 Magic School Bus books about the human body. I've got Inside the Human Body and Explore the 5 Senses. And so I picked up, I didn't know this was even a thing. This must be new. They have companion books now, apparently. And they had one for the human body, and it has really nice illustrations. So I thought that might be a nice tie-in, and it was only like $6, so we're going to be studying the human body for the foreseeable future. I don't know how long we'll be in this unit. I plan on having her draw lots of pictures, and we might do some experiments. I don't know what yet. I think I have a kit somewhere in my house for some human body type experiments. We'll see what I can dig up. If you have any ideas for that, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear some cool hands-on ideas, because my older kids were never very big into the hands-on, but my youngest is. So if you have any cool hands-on ideas for studying the human body, let me know. We're also still working through our art history, so we're still reading Why is Art Full of Naked People by Susie Hodge. I really like this book. My daughter gets a lot out of it. She enjoys looking at the different pieces of art and figuring out what the story is behind it, and she likes to rename them. So it's fun. And we're also still reading Vincent's Starry Night and Other Stories, A Child's History of Art by Michael Bird. I really like it. There's 2 chapters that cover Rome, so we're kind of slowly reading this as we traverse through history. And finally, the last thing we have in the basket are these 2 books that I picked up not that long ago. The Belief Book and The Book of Gods. They are by David G. McAfee and Chuck Harrison. And so far, we are really liking it. This is the one we're reading right now, The Belief Book, and we're almost done with it. And this is about religions from a very secular standpoint. So it talks a lot about mythology and stories and creation stories. And the writing is great. It's very storytelly, and there's a lot of information about the scientific method. And the other book is The Book of Gods, and this one covers more on mythology, I believe. We haven't read it yet. If that's what you're looking for, I highly recommend these. They're really well done. And that is what's in our morning basket for the month of April. What do you have in your basket? Are you reading anything new this month to your children? I'd love to hear about it. Please share down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Happy reading. Bye.